Okay, Lance, we looked at that Rubicon over there,
Right.
and you liked a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of nice things on there, but there's just something.
I can't put I'm afraid to put my four-wheeler in the back of the truck and haul this. Remember, it's just a Gladiator. It's not
Right.
like it's an F-150 or something.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a Ford, you know, so that's part of the problem. But
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go back there again.
Anyway, so I like to start in front of the camper.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I'm just going to point out. They're great things. They're just kind of normal things, but there's other things that are really unique to this camper. And that's what kind of go a little bit more in depth with that, okay?
Okay.
So you have your power jack,
Right.
awesome in the front. You have to crank up and down. Your 20-pound LP, take lots of gas with you. Spot for your battery, chip guard. And then on the side here, you have your power battery shutoff. Now, it seems like a small thing, but can be a big thing because if you go by yourself or you can take somebody with you.
Myself.
Okay, but even yourself, you might forget to turn the light off or something, right?
Right.
If you're going to store it for a week, let's say, turn that to off, then you don't have to worry about it. If you left something inside or turn it on, it's not going to drain the battery down.
Oh, so it's like turning my battery off.
Correct.
Switch it. Cool.
Right. So that's awesome. You also, another little thing here, you've got a little holder for your plug, 7-way plug, but what it does is keep it out of the mud.
Oh my gosh. You always see campers, those things all
Yeah.
packed with mud and ice.
Every time I don't have that, it just flop. It's like a magnet to the mud. On the side here, full-size spare tire. Hopefully you never need it, but if you do, full-size spare, not one of those little donut ones that you put on. Can you imagine being out in the middle of the mountains and you hit something, a twig or something that's sharp, and you got a flat tire, and you had to put one of those little bitty donuts on? Let's say you go 30 miles through the terrain like that. That'd be no fun.
No, not at all.
City water, cable satellite, because I know out in the middle of the mountains you're going to have a campground that's going to have cable and satellite available, right?
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but if you didn't have Tailgater Pro, you can hook it up right there, move around out in the mountains, keep up with what's going on. If you're into that kind of thing.
Nice to have that option.
Yep.
Anyway.
Right here, nice step. So I think it's up to 250 to 300 pounds to find out for sure.
I got a little ways to go.
Yeah.
Little.
I'm probably over the weight, but you can stand on here, which is nice because you have a full operating roof. Now you do have the tent on this side. The other side you have your kayak rack, whatever. But if you want to put extra stuff up there, maybe something long, fishing poles, whatever, you have a step, get up there nice and easy. A lot of other campers, you have to get a ladder, you have to do something to try to get up there. It's usually not safe. So this is really nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of the tent, so this thing is an accordion tent, folds up really easy. Now I'm not going to go up there and sleep. I just don't trust myself on the ladder. You probably can. Or if you have kids or whatever going to come along, that's an awesome spot because it has like a sunroof in there. So you could actually lay in there and see the stars while you're sleeping.
Lots of those out west.
There is lots of those out west. Now going back here, you have your oversized tires, but also your, whatever it's called, it's something kind of like Sasquatchian torsion spring. Yeah, Sasquatchian, I like that better. Sasquatchian beast mode torsion spring axles. Now they're independent, 5 inches of clearance. But what that does, and I have a lot of my guests, they take these out there, out west hunting. I always like to find out, hey, how's it work? Does it perform like the advertising says it does? And they say it's awesome because they get those washouts. You know, you go in those, it's all gravel, whatever, you get washout in the mountains. These things go through it perfectly, better than what your truck goes through probably.
It's cheap. I mean, come on.
Anyway, so over here you have one of 2 doors. Now that's really nice because let's say it's raining or whatever, you can get out on that side underneath the awning,
Oh, yeah.
your batwing awning, or this side you want to get out and go directly out hunting. You don't want to get smells from your cooking area or whatever. Boom, just go here, ready to go. And it's an emergency thing too. This one right here, these have 4 stabilizer jacks. Now, I gotta tell you a little story. When I was a kid, we went to Canada fishing with my mom and dad, and it had a Jeep J10. Front seat was flat. That's where I got to sleep. I had the privilege of sleeping across the front seat. Okay. In the back, we had a mattress. My mom and dad got to sleep there. Every time I rolled around in the front seat, my mom would scream, thinking a bear was rocking the truck. Why? Because we didn't have stabilizers, right? All it was a suspension. So you have 4 stabilizers. It's going to be nice and stable. So every time you roll around, you won't wake up thinking, oh, is there a bear hitting my... Right now, the stabilizer's not down. It would rock pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's huge. Detachable, 30-amp power cord. Just one less spot. A lot of the older campers had a retractable one, and one more spot for critters to get into. You have your really nice loading ramp. Now, this is something they added on right here. Just give you a little bit more ease in there. And what you also could do is put some blocks underneath. get even less of an angle getting in.
Right.
So you get your four-wheelers, your bikes, your dirt bikes, whatever. I'm assuming you probably want to haul your game when you get done cutting it up, whatever. You can haul it in there. There's lots of, I love toy haulers because really you can't hardly think of anything you can't do with a toy hauler. You can haul stuff, you can sleep in there, you can use it for just about anything. Batwing awning, it does go into multiple configurations, so you can bring it on with one side. So let's say you're over here, you're trying to cook. In your really cool outdoor kitchen. And the wind's coming from that way. So you're sitting here and the wind's just blowing, and it's kind of that misty kind of getting in the mountains because it could be misty, rain, whatever for the first half of the day, and the second half of the day could be sun, right?
Right.
So you bring down your batwing awning, you can block off this whole area.
Really?
Yeah, so you can block it off here. That means you can get out of the door at night or whatever if you take a leak, and you don't have the breeze blowing on you with the rain, and it blocks your cooking area. So if you're over there cooking, block the wind, block the rain, block the snow, because you know you're going to get snow probably even in July somewhere. So that's just the way it is in the mountains. You also have your 110 outlet and a solar panel hookup. What that does right there, a lot of people I talk to, they use it for tendering their battery. It makes their battery last a lot longer. So if you're going long periods of time without using it, you have a little suitcase solar panel hooked up there. You can move it around with the sun, but it keeps your battery charged. And your I had one guy tell me his battery lasts 8 years just by doing that.
Wow.
So that's a big deal. Here's your other second door. It is a friction door too. So speaking of the wind, you know, because it's always windy up in the mountains, right? So try that out.
Oh, here I thought it made an adjustment or something.
No, nope. It's up to 30-some mile-an-hour winds. It's not going to slam shut. Not going to hit you in the face. You know, all those things. Fingers. Yep.
Huh, I like that.
Yeah. And over here, the other step I was talking about. And this little thing right here, a little magnet door holds that. You have a spice rack. So I know you like to cook, okay? So you like to bring all your spices and stuff because I know you watch Meat Eater, right?
Right.
And so you're going to use every piece of the animal. You're cooking everything. You got to have the right spices. Tons of spots for that, or knives or whatever. Spices, whatever. Here, you can get your dump sink. Spray everything off, and then take your sink and dump it out. You don't have to worry about, you know, emptying out the tank or whatever on this.
So there's no gray tank in there?
No gray tank. But there is a freshwater, which is awesome. Because if you're going out, you're going to be self-sufficient, right? So you got 20-gallon, I think it is, freshwater tank. Take along with you. You may want to bring some extra, whatever. You can just dump it in there. It's real easy. That gives you the flexibility of you have your water on board, use it, and you're done. Really nice 2-burner stove top. Once again, you can imagine yourself sitting out here. Just think about this. This is what I think would be awesome. You're sitting on top of a ridge. You got your camper set up so you can kind of oversee the down below and watch the elk run through or the mule deer, whatever. At night, or evening, you're sitting here and you're cooking up your steak of the fresh kill for the day, and you look down and you see the elk running across. You're like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then you see the mule deer running across. Even better yet, really cool. Well, that's when you get an outdoor kitchen like this. You're just out in the air and you're just enjoying life and getting in one with nature, which is awesome. And then also you have your, right here, cooler. I think it also is a flash freezer. I was checking that too. But the flash freeze version makes it awesome for if you get the game, you can put it in there and flash freeze it.
Right.
So, and then inside you have your controls, battery control, the tank levels, all that kind of stuff. Even a little 12-volt round outlet, little light right there, and I'm not even sure what all this is for, but I'll find out. Oh, that was right there. Well, that's a 3-way. Look at that.
Right.
Look up right above you. So you can have, so you don't attract bugs off or blind you.
Yep, that worked.
And this is slides right in, out of the way, going down the road. So it's really the ultimate hunting machine, going into a spot and just setting up, and you have everything you need. Can't beat it, really. Could you see yourself camping in this one, Lance?
Yeah.
Or hunting in this one?
Okay.
Out in the mountains? With the breeze? With the deer and the antelope play?
Deer and antelope play, I was just going to say that.